Now we'll start the problems on portfolio evaluation, unit number 5. In the previous session, we have discussed the complete theory in portfolio evaluation, mutual funds, and what are the different measures for evaluating the performance of portfolio. And that theory we are going to apply in the practical problems. I already provided you the complete problem set in the description, in the link given in the description. You go to the description link you will find and click the link and get a printout, hard copy of these problems, so that while watching the problems video, you must have a hard copy of the problems. Then only you can be able to completely understand the solution and problem. So my request, everybody must have this printout. Now, problems on portfolio evaluation. First problem you can refer. Calculate the Sharpe's performance index from the following data. So we have to calculate the Sharpe's index. Portfolio A, B, C. 3 portfolios are given. The returns on each portfolio is given 16%, 20%, 18%. And standard deviation are 4%, 8%, 3%. Risk-less rate of return, that is nothing but risk-free rate. The risk-free rate are 12%. Now we have to calculate the Sharpe's performance index and decide which portfolio is better, A, B or C. Now you can see the solution on the board. Sharpe's measure of performance. The formula given by Sharpe is SP is equal to RP minus RF divided by sigma P. So the full form of this SP is Sharpe's performance index. This we have to find out. The SP value we have to find out. RP is the return on portfolio, RF is the risk-free rate, and sigma P is the standard deviation of portfolio returns. This is the first problem, that's why I have given all the explanation. In the coming problem, directly we will substitute the value. You must know SP stands for Sharpe's index, RP stands for return on the portfolio, RF risk-free rate, and sigma P standard deviation of portfolio returns. Now we substitute portfolio A, SP is equal to 16% is the return on A. Return on A is given as 16%. Then risk-free rate is given 12%. And the standard deviation is given as 4. So 16 minus 12 divided by 4, you will get 1. Portfolio B, SP is equal to 20% is the return on portfolio B. 12% is the risk-free rate. And 8% is the standard deviation. Now you will get 1. Now similarly portfolio C, 18% is the return on portfolio, 12% risk-free rate, and standard deviation is given 3. So substituting you will get 2. What does this mean? According to Sharpe, if you get 1, that means the investor is getting 1 unit reward for every 1 unit of risk. For every 1 unit of risk, he is getting 1 unit of reward for portfolio A. Same case for portfolio B. For every 1 unit of risk taken, he is getting 1 unit of reward. Whereas in portfolio C, he is getting 2 units of reward for every 1 unit of risk. 1 unit risk के ऊपर 2 unit reward मिल रहा है इसको. That is the significance of this index. ये index का significance ये है कि how many units of reward you are getting for every 1 unit of risk. तो 2 units reward. तो ये 2 है, यहाँ पर 1 है, यहाँ पर 1 है. तो comparatively which portfolio is better? According to Sharpe's performance index, portfolio C is better because it is giving 2 units of reward for every 1 unit of risk. So according to Sharpe's performance index, portfolio C is better since its index is higher than portfolio A and B. This is the conclusion of problem number 1. Now we'll come to problem number 2. From the following data, calculate Sharpe's and Treynor's index. Previous problem we have applied only Sharpe's index. Now in this problem we have to apply Sharpe as well as Treynor's index. दोनों में फर्क ये है कि Sharpe index has taken the total risk in denominator. Total risk का मतलब unsystematic risk and systematic. Complete risk he has taken while calculating the index Sharpe. Whereas Treynor says we should not take the total risk क्योंकि दोनों रिस्क में एक रिस्क कंट्रोलेबल है, तो कंट्रोलेबल रिस्क को छोड़ दो, खाली अनकंट्रोलेबल रिस्क को मिला. कंट्रोलेबल रिस्क कौन सा है? डाइवर्सिफाइबल रिस्क, अनसिस्टमैटिक रिस्क। जो कंपनी रिलेटेड रिस्क है वो कंट्रोलेबल है, जो मार्केट रिलेटेड रिस्क है वो नॉट कंट्रोलेबल है। तो डिनोमिनेटर में इन्हें मार्केट रिलेटेड रिस्क ले रहा है। ट्रेनर इज टेकिंग मार्केट रिलेटेड रिस्क, and market related risk is measured in terms of beta. So now we'll apply the formula. Here what is given in the problem is portfolio A, portfolio B. Two portfolios are given. The return of portfolio A 6%, standard deviation 15.24, risk less rate 3%, beta 1. For portfolio B, return is 3.3, standard deviation 4.92, risk less rate 3, and beta is 2.85. This is the data given. Now we calculate first of all Treynor's measure of performance, TP. The formula for Treynor's measure is TP is equal to RP minus RF divided by beta P, where TP stands for Treynor's performance index, RP return on portfolio, RF risk free rate, and beta P is beta of the portfolio. तो दोनों में कंपेयर करिए आप, शार्प के इंडेक्स में और ट्रेनर के इंडेक्स में। न्यूमरेटर में आरपी माइनस आरएफ, दोनों फॉर्मूले में सेम है, रिवार्ड इज सेम। द डिफरेंस इज इन द केस ऑफ टोटल रिस्क। हियर सिग्मा पी स्टैंड्स फॉर टोटल रिस्क। हियर वी हैव टेकन बीटा पी, बीटा मींस मार्केट रिस्क, सिस्टमैटिक रिस्क। तो यहाँ खाली सिस्टमैटिक रिस्क है और यहाँ टोटल रिस्क है, दैट इज अ डिफरेंस। नाउ वी सब्स्टिट्यूट द वैल्यू। स्टॉक ए, TP is equal to 6% is the return on the portfolio and riskless rate is 3. So 6 minus 3 divided by beta. Beta value is 1 divided by 1. So 3 is the index. Stock B TP is equal to 3.3 is the return. Riskless rate is 3. So 3.3 minus 3. Beta value 2.85. तो TP वैल्यू 0.105. तो अब ये दोनों को कंपेयर करिए, कौन सा इंडेक्स ज्यादा है? ए स्टॉक ए का इंडेक्स 3 है, स्टॉक बी का इंडेक्स 0.1 है। तो अकॉर्डिंग टू ट्रेनर्स मेजर पोर्टफोलियो ए इज बेटर सिंस इंडेक्स इज हाई। ये ट्रेनर हो गया। शार्प का तो सेम एज इट इज, एसपी इज इक्वल टू आरपी माइनस आरएफ डिवाइडेड बाय स्टैंडर्ड डेविएशन। तो स्टॉक ए के लिए सेम, न्यूमरेटर 6 minus 3, डिनोमिनेटर में स्टैंडर्ड डेविएशन लेंगे 15.24, तो 0.197। और स्टॉक बी के लिए 3.3 minus 3, न्यूमरेटर विल रिमेन सेम, डिनोमिनेटर स्टैंडर्ड डिविएशन 4.92, 0.061। अब ये दोनों को कंपेयर करिए, विच इंडेक्स इज मोर? 0.197 इज मोर। सो अकॉर्डिंग टू शार्प्स इंडेक्स पोर्टफोलियो ए इज बेटर सिंस इट्स इंडेक्स इज हाई। ये हो गया सेकंड प्रॉब्लम। नाउ आई एम कमिंग टू द थर्ड प्रॉब्लम। From the following information, using Jensen's measure of portfolio performance, state which portfolio is better. First two problems we have applied Sharpe and Treynor. The third problem we are going to apply Jensen's measure. The formula for Jensen is RP minus RF is equal to alpha plus beta P into RM minus RF. Right? Now portfolio 1. In portfolio 1, RP is 18%. RF risk free rate is given 10%. Alpha we have to find out. Beta is given 1.2. And RM market return is 16%. And risk free rate is 10%. अब solve करेंगे, 18 minus 10. RP is 18, RF is 10. तो 18 minus 10 is 8. Alpha. Beta is 1.2. 16 minus 10 is 6. तो 6 into 1.2 you will get 7.2. अब अल्फा को यहीं पर रहने दीजिए, 7.2 को LHS पर ला लीजिए, तो 8 minus 7.2, ये प्लस इधर आकर माइनस हो जाएगा, इज इक्वल टू अल्फा। तो 8 minus 7.2 is 0.8. तो अल्फा वैल्यू we got 0.8 according to Jensen's model. Portfolio B, the return on portfolio 2 is 15%. तो 15 minus 10 is equal to alpha. Beta value is 0.8. तो 0.8 into 16 minus 10. 6 into 0.8, 4.8. So alpha is equal to 5 minus 4.8, 0.2. So two alphas we got, portfolio 1, portfolio 2. Now portfolio 3, return is 21%. 21 minus 10 is equal to alpha. Beta value is 1.5. 1.5 into 6, so 9. 11 minus 9, alpha is equal to 2. अब देखिए तीनों पोर्टफोलियो का अल्फा कैलकुलेट कर लिए. फर्स्ट पोर्टफोलियो 0.8, सेकेंड पोर्टफोलियो 0.2, थर्ड पोर्टफोलियो 2, हाईएस्ट पोर्टफोलियो 2. The portfolio 3 is better from others than others because it gives a higher return. That is the conclusion. So 3 problems we have solved. Sharpe index, Treynor index, Jensen's index. Come on, now we'll start the problem number 4. See the problem number 4. Determine Jensen's measure of portfolio performance based on the following information and state which portfolio is better. Portfolio XYZ market index. So here we have to apply only Jensen's measure. The fourth problem. Jensen's measure. So the formula is Rp minus Rf is equal to alpha plus beta into Rm minus Rf. Same formula I have written. Now first portfolio X. Return on the portfolio X is 18% minus risk-free rate. The risk-free rate is 10%. Alpha plus beta is 1.6. Market return, the market index is 14%. 14 minus 10. So 8 is equal to alpha plus 1.6 into 4. 8 is equal to alpha plus 1.6 into 4 is 6.4. 8 minus 6.4 is equal to alpha. Alpha is equal to 1.6. So we got first one alpha 1.6 for portfolio X. Similarly, we calculate for portfolio Y. The return on portfolio Y is 12. 12 minus 10 is equal to alpha plus beta is 0.8. Market return is 14%. So 12 minus 10 is 2 is equal to alpha plus 0.8 into 4. 2 is equal to alpha plus 3.2. So 2 minus 3.2 is equal to alpha. Alpha is equal to minus 1.2. Alpha is minus 1.2. Now portfolio Z. Portfolio Z. The return is 15%. 15 minus 10 is equal to alpha plus beta is 1.4 into 14 minus 10. So 5 is equal to alpha plus 1.4 into 4. 1.4 into 4 is 5.6. So 5 minus 5.6 is equal to alpha. Alpha is equal to minus 0.6. That's all. So we have calculated the alpha values for portfolio X, portfolio Y, portfolio Z. So comparatively, conclusion, which portfolio is better, X, Y or Z? Whichever portfolio has higher or more alpha value, that is better. Here positive 1.6, here there is negative minus 1.2, here minus 0.6. So portfolio X is better. So suggestion you should write, according to Jensen's measure, portfolio X is better since it is having a positive alpha of 1.6. Positive alpha of 1.6. That is the conclusion you have to give. Come on, next one problem. Next problems, sixth one. See the problem number 6. No, fifth we have done, no? Just now we have completed problem number 4. Next, fifth problem. The rate of return and risk of three growth-oriented mutual funds were calculated over the most recent 5 years period are listed below. Growth fund JPF, return 15%, 13%, 12%, risk standard deviation 16, 18, 11. Rank each fund by Sharpe's index of performance if the risk-free rate is 7%. Ranking करना है तीनों फंड JPF, which fund will get first rank, second rank और third rank. जो भी फंड का हाईएस्ट वैल्यू रहेगा, इंडेक्स हाईएस्ट रहेगा, that will be allotted first rank. In the descending order we will give the other second, third rank, right? So which method we have to adopt here? Sharpe. Sharpe's performance index, the formula is SP is equal to RP minus RF divided by standard deviation of portfolio, right? Now we'll apply each one. Growth fund J. Fund J. SP is equal to, the return is 15%, minus risk-free rate is 7%, divided by standard deviation is 16. Is equal to fund P. SP is equal to 13 minus 7 divided by 18. Fund F. SP is equal to 12 minus 7 divided by 11. Now we can make the calculations here. 15 minus 7 divided by 16, it comes to 0.5. 13 minus 7 by 18, you will get 0.33. And last 12 minus 7 divided by 11, you will get 0.45. Now we have to give the ranking. Ranking of funds. Growth fund. Sharpe's index and rank. JPF. Now, what is the index we got for J? 0.5. P. Now see, what is the highest value? Among these three, the highest value is 0.5. This will be given first rank. Below this 0.5, what is the next lowest value? 0.45. Second one. Last one, 0.33. That's it. So 1, 3, 2. First rank J, second rank F, third rank P. This is the ranking. Fifth problem completed. Now, problem number 6. See the problem number 6. Rank the three funds by Treynor's performance index from the following information. Growth fund JPF, return beta, the risk-free rate 7%. Exactly same. Instead of Sharpe's index, now we apply Treynor's index. Treynor's performance index. The formula is TP is equal to RP minus RF divided by beta P. Here growth fund P. Growth fund J. So TP is equal to, the return on growth fund is 15% minus risk-free rate 7%. Beta is 1.15. Similarly, fund P. TP is equal to 13 minus 7 divided by 1.25. then fund F, TP is equal to 12 minus 7 divided by 0.9. Now 15 minus 7 divided by 1.15 is 6.96. Here P it is 4.8. Here it is 5.55. That's it. Now we have to give the ranking. Ranking of funds. Growth fund, Treynor's index TP, and rank. Exactly same way what we have done in the previous problem. Only instead of Sharpe we are applying Treynor. So growth fund J, P, F. It is 6.96, 4.8 and 5.55. What is the highest index? 6.96, first rank. Below this 6.96, 5.55, second rank. 4.8, third rank. That's it. Now, next problem, seventh one. See the seventh problem. Consider the following information for three mutual funds and the market. SBIMF, State Bank of India Mutual Fund. The mean return is 15%, standard deviation 20, beta 0.9. BOIMF, Bank of India Mutual Fund, 17% mean return, 24% standard deviation, 1.1 beta. Tata Mutual Fund, 19% mean return, 27% standard deviation, 1.20 beta. Market return, RM, so market return 16% mean return, 20% standard deviation. Beta of the market is not given. It is assumed, always it is assumed that beta of the market is 1. Market beta always equals to 1. Whether it is given or not, understood. The mean risk-free rate, RF, is 10%. Calculate the Jensen's measure and Treynor's measure for the three mutual funds and the market index. तो ये प्रॉब्लम में हमको तीनों म्यूचुअल फंड का और मार्केट इंडेक्स का मालूम करना है फॉर जेंसन एंड ट्रेनर्स. बोथ मेजर्स वी हैव टू अप्लाई. तो पहले अप्लाई करेंगे जेंसन्स. जेंसन्स मेजर. The Jensen's measure is RP minus RF is equal to alpha plus beta into RM minus RF. Now we can calculate for each. First one कौन सा है? SBI. SBI mutual fund. The return is 15%. Risk-free rate is 10%. Alpha plus beta of SBI is 0.9 into RM. Market return is 16% minus 10. 5 is equal to alpha plus 0.9 into 6. 5 is equal to alpha plus 0.54. 5 minus 0.54 is equal to alpha. Alpha is equal to minus 0.04. Is it correct? No, 0.4. .4. 6 into 0.9 is 5.4. So ultimately the answer is minus 0.4. This is the alpha. Next fund is BOI, mutual fund. So the return on BOI is 17%. 17 minus 10 is equal to alpha plus beta is 1.10. Market return 16 minus 10. So 7 is equal to alpha plus 1.10 into 6. Alpha plus 6.60. तो 7 minus 6.60 is equal to alpha. Alpha is equal to 0.4. Alpha 0.4. Right. Then next one is Tata. Tata mutual fund. So the return on Tata is 19. 19 minus 10 is equal to alpha plus beta is 1.20 into 16 minus 10. 9 is equal to alpha plus 1.20 into 6. 7.20. So 9 minus 7.20 is equal to alpha. Alpha is equal to 1.8. We got alpha is equal to 1.8. Now market. Market index always will get 0 alpha. We'll check it. So market return is 16%. Minus 10 is equal to alpha plus beta of the market always equals to 1. Then 16 minus 10. So 16 minus 10 is 6 is equal to alpha plus 16 minus 10 is 6. 6 ones are 6. So 6 minus 6 is equal to alpha. Alpha is equal to 0. Always the market alpha will be equal to 0. Now we'll apply Treynor's measure. Treynor's measure. TP is equal to SP minus TP is equal to RP minus RF divided by beta P. So first we take SBI. RP 15%. TP is equal to 15 minus risk free rate is 10% divided by beta. Beta of SBI is 0.9. Similarly, BOI. TP is equal to, the return is 17. 17 minus 10 divided by 1.10. Then Tata mutual fund. TP is equal to, the return is 19% minus 10 divided by beta is 1.20. Then market. The return on the market is 16%. 16 minus 10 divided by standard deviation divided by beta. Beta is 1. So we have calculated. The values are 5.56. Here it is 6.36. Here it is 7.50. Here it is 6. So the highest value is 7.5. So according to Treynor's measure, 7.5 is the highest. So the best mutual fund is Tata mutual fund. According to Jensen's measure, the highest positive value is this one, 1.80 for Tata. So according to Treynor, as well as according to Jensen's measure, the best mutual fund is Tata mutual fund because it is given higher index value. Now, 8th problem. See the problem number 8. An investor owns units in 4 different mutual funds A, B, C, D. He wants to dispose of the units in any one of these funds. तो 4 ABCD 4 म्यूचुअल फंड्स है, उसमें से एक को डिस्पोज ऑफ निकाल देना चाह रहा. अंडर शार्प्स मेजर एंड ट्रेनर्स मेजर, which mutual